Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Zach Pasquarello, and in this video I'm going to share my ultimate guide for launching your bookkeeping business. It's really just a simple 3-step process. First, you need to learn bookkeeping. Second, you need to learn how to market and sell your business. And third, you need to put in the work. It's going to require a lot of hard work. I have been running a successful online bookkeeping business for the past 3 years. I was able to quit my full-time job. I work fully remote, and I honestly love everything that I do with my bookkeeping business. So if you're interested in starting a bookkeeping business or growing a bookkeeping business, this video is going to be perfect for you. If you want to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, you can use the link in the description below to schedule a meeting. I'd love to help you out. Okay, now let's dive a little bit more into that 3-step process that I always talk about. First step in the 3-step process is to learn bookkeeping. Even more specifically, you're gonna need to learn the QuickBooks software, because in my opinion, the QuickBooks software in and of itself is actually more complicated than basic bookkeeping and accounting fundamentals. And whenever you start working with clients, that's going to be their major headache. That's going to be their major problem that you will be able to solve for them. It's understanding the intricacies of the actual QuickBooks online software itself. So there's really only 3 things that you need to be able to do fundamentally in QuickBooks to really gain a basic understanding of how to do the books for a small business. Those 3 things are connect a bank account and a credit card account to the bank feed, and then once those transactions are connected, all you need to do is know how to appropriately categorize those transactions. And then once all of the transactions are categorized, all you need to do is reconcile the accounts, and then everything's going to be done for you. Now, obviously, there are a lot more steps that go into each one of those processes, but those are the 3 main points that you need to be able to do whenever you're just getting started. Whenever you're starting your bookkeeping business, I really want you to focus on learning the fundamentals, learn the basics. If you try to learn everything, all of the ins and outs of QuickBooks, you will be quickly overwhelmed with all of the intricacies of the software. So seriously, just focus on the basics right now, and then the more advanced features will come later on. So all you need to do, first and foremost, is connect your client's bank accounts to the bank feed. This is basically a mirror image of your client's bank account, and all of the transactions and all of the data behind the transactions are pulled directly into QuickBooks. This makes bookkeeping much more accurate, but also a lot faster, because you don't need to enter in the date, the description, and the amount and the bank details, because all of those details are pulled in automatically through that digital connection from QuickBooks to the bank feed. And you can reassure all of your clients there are no security issues, because QuickBooks has all of the latest and greatest security features. And QuickBooks is one of the most, if not the most popular accounting software for all US-based small businesses. So you can reassure your clients that almost everybody is using QuickBooks online accounting software. There's absolutely nothing to worry about connecting the bank account to the bank feed. Finally, inside of QuickBooks, you're not actually able to manipulate, make changes, deposit, or transfer any actual money from your client's bank account. You have no control over your client's bank account through connecting their bank to the QuickBooks bank feed. It simply pulls in the data, the date, the bank detail, and the amount. It just makes bookkeeping more accurate and a little bit faster. Okay, so once the client's bank feed is connected to the bank account, all you need to do is now understand how your client spends and receives money. So this will be expenses and sales or revenue. So obviously your client's going to be receiving money. That's more than likely services or sales or revenue. So you need to understand, is that coming in as an ACH direct deposit? Is your client depositing cash? Is your client depositing checks? However that money is coming into the account, that money received is categorized as income. And then however your client spends money, so maybe it's a credit card, maybe it's a debit card, maybe they do ACH transfers, maybe they write checks. However your client is spending the money going out of the checking account, that needs to be categorized as some type of expense. I'm not going to go into all the details of all the different categories of expenses in this video. Maybe later on down the road I'll make a video of all of the expenses. But think about common things like supplies and material, labor, insurance, utilities, rent, travel, meals, office supplies. All of those are pretty general, commonly used expense categories for most small businesses. So chances are almost all of your clients are going to have some type of pattern. Like most clients maybe get gas on a regular basis from the local gas station. Most clients pay their insurance bill and their utility bills on a monthly basis. Most clients pay their independent contractors and their employees on maybe a weekly or a bi-weekly basis. So once you get more familiar with your clients' transactions and expenses, it'll become more routine and you'll be more comfortable with categorizing those expenses correctly. Okay, so now we've connected the bank account to the bank feed. Now we have categorized all of the transactions. The third and final step for bookkeeping is just to reconcile your client's bank statements and credit card statements. What that means, you need to ask your client, preferably for view-only access to their bank account. This is very important because with this access, you will have your own username and password that you can log in remotely to your client's bank account. You won't be able to move money. It's view-only access, but you'll be able to pull the monthly bank statements. This is really important because it makes it so much easier for you to do your job because you need the bank statements on a monthly basis. If you don't get view-only access, it's not the end of the world. You can still request that your client emails you your bank statements on a monthly basis. Okay, so to reconcile their accounts, all you do is you take the bank statement, let's say for example January 2023, take that monthly bank statement and look at the ending balance on the bank statement. So maybe for this example, this particular checking account has an ending balance of $10,000. Now inside of QuickBooks, there's a whole page just for reconciling accounts. All you do is you go to the reconciling page and you choose the appropriate checking account that you're reconciling and you enter in the date and the amount. So for this example, it'll be January 31st, 2023. Enter in the amount, the ending balance on the bank statement. That's $10,000. Now QuickBooks is going to take the beginning balance in the check register inside of QuickBooks and it's going to add and subtract all of those transactions that you just categorized. All the money coming in, all the money going out will be added and subtracted to that beginning balance. So let's say we started out with $8,000. We deposited $12,000 throughout the month. We spent $10,000 throughout the month. So now we have an ending balance of $10,000 because that difference, $12,000 in, $12,000 out, that difference is $2,000. So $8,000 beginning balance plus $2,000 equals our $10,000 ending balance. And the whole point of reconciling is so we look at all of the transactions that are inside of QuickBooks and we make sure penny for penny it all adds up. If you made a mistake, if you accidentally said maybe we got $110 worth of gas instead of $100, then your ending balance is going to be off by $10. You would have had no idea that you made that small little $10 mistake had you not reconciled the accounts. So that's why reconciling the accounts is seriously the most important step when it comes to bookkeeping, because you can categorize transactions all day long and you'll have no idea if you made a mistake until it comes time to reconcile the accounts, and then you check penny for penny, does this perfectly match what the bank statement says? And if it does, then you're all done. Now what you want to do with the QuickBooks and the bookkeeping, now that you're done reconciling the accounts, it's very important that you send the financial statements to your client timely on a monthly basis. This is going to bring us to our second point, marketing and sales. Delivering a timely financial statement is your selling point to your clients. They don't really care how their transactions are categorized as long as you're doing the right thing, as long as you're doing a good job. In my experience, honestly, most clients could not care less generally how their transactions are being categorized. They really just want to know at the end of the day, what's my net income? How much money am I making? Which means how much money am I going to have to pay in taxes? So that's why I have so many clients coming to me and say, hey, my books are up to date from like maybe mid-year of last year, but like after that I just totally let go and I haven't done anything. So these people have no idea how much money their business has made, which means they have no idea how much money they owe in taxes. First step, learn bookkeeping, learn QuickBooks. I just gave you a 10-minute overview of everything you need to know about QuickBooks. Now, in these next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to talk about marketing and sales. And the best thing that you can learn how to do is learn how to give a good sales pitch. And inside that sales pitch, all you're going to do is you're going to tell these prospective clients, hey, I do 3 things. I categorize your transactions, I reconcile your accounts to make sure penny for penny everything is perfectly accurate, no mistakes were made. And then the third thing I do is I deliver up-to-date, timely financial statements. That way you don't have to worry about anything. I do all of your bookkeeping for you, and in the first 5 days of every month, you will have updated, accurate financial statements in your email inbox. And that's all that the clients care about. They don't care about the details. They don't care about how you categorize transactions. They don't care about how you connect their bank account to their bank feed. They just want to see in their inbox, in their email, monthly financial statements. That way they can open the email, check it real quick, and then get on with their lives and continue operating their business. So the whole point of your sales pitch is to reassure the clients that you will be able to solve their problem. And right now their problem is that their bookkeeping is unorganized, it's not getting done, and they have no idea what the profitability is of their business. So you, as the bookkeeper, you just come in and you say, hey, I got you, I'm gonna take care of it all. With me doing these 3 things, categorizing, reconciling, financial statements, I do those 3 things on a monthly basis in real time. You don't have to worry about anything, and you know every single month in the first 5 or 10 days of the month, you will have updated financial statements in your email. Okay, so step 1, you learn how to do bookkeeping in QuickBooks, you learn the software. Step 2, you learn how to pitch, learn how to give a good sales pitch, learn how to solve customers' problems. Step 3, hard work. I cannot emphasize this 3rd step enough. I feel like honestly it's one of the most often overlooked steps when it comes to YouTubers and social media people talking about starting an online business. I feel like a lot of people kind of make it seem like it's going to be easy and fun, but I'm here to tell you that it's going to be very, very difficult. In order to make these first 2 steps work, you're going to need to put in a lot of time, and more importantly, you're going to need to be consistent. It's going to take probably 2 hours a day for 6 straight months to learn the business, learn bookkeeping, learn QuickBooks, establish a solid marketing plan, and then learn how to sell. And then once you get customers, it's going to take you even longer to learn how to deliver A+ high quality customer service. So you need to go into this business with a 6 to 12 month plan. And you need to go into this business with the thought process, okay, I'm about to put in 2 to 4 hours of work every single day for the next 6 months. If you go into this business thinking it's going to be easy or think it's going to happen overnight, I promise you, you will be let down. You might succeed, but the chance of your success is going to be exponentially higher if you go into this with the understanding that you need to put in serious hard work. The other thing that I see a lot of potential business owners excited about is quitting your full-time job. And that is probably the goal for a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs, is to start a side hustle and then get to the point where your side hustle can replace your full-time job. And that's what I was able to do, and that's what you'll be able to do if you put in the hard work. But please do not quit your full-time job until you are 100% sure that your side hustle can replace your full-time job. So what does that look like? I would say 6 months of expenses saved up in real cash in your checking account. And also I would say probably $3,000 to $4,000 of consistent monthly net income from your bookkeeping clients. The last piece of advice I have related to marketing and related to consistent hard work is develop a marketing strategy that enables you to put out simple, consistent, somewhat high quality marketing content. So what that looks like for me is a daily short video on all of my social media platforms, and I just call it Harrisburg Bookkeeping Tip of the Day. And I just talk for 30 seconds every single day about some small bookkeeping tip, and I don't put a lot of effort into it. Honestly, it takes me like maybe 5 minutes to record and then another 5 to 10 minutes to edit and post to all of my social media platforms. If you don't feel comfortable making videos, that's fine. You can make simple posts, you can do little infographics. You have a bunch of different options for making social media content. It doesn't really matter where you post it. It doesn't really matter what you post. I would say the most important thing is when you post it, how often you post it, and for how long you post it. Timing is really important when it comes to your marketing strategy. So you want to do it consistently, at least once a week. I would say probably 2 to 4 times per week, and for 6 straight months. You need to do this. You need to be posting content consistently for 6 months in order to build your brand, in order to build an audience and build some type of awareness. The whole point of marketing and advertising is so that people around you, your community, people on your social media pages who follow you and who you interact with, they will start to associate you with the bookkeeping business. That way, the next time they need bookkeeping for their small business, they go to you.